All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. So right now, got a few stuff on the scanners here. Got about an hour and a half until the bell opens. But yeah, oh, I have decent sized losses yesterday. Today, if I see some clean setups, just gonna try to take them. Kind of do the same thing. Try to use bigger size than I have in the past. Try to just trade like I've been trading before. Just with more shares. So I'm gonna try to make that happen today. Kind of watching ACB here. We got some of these. I like how they're kind of, we sold off and we got the little pop. Sold off, got the little pop. This one actually sold off and popped above VWAP, so that's a good sign. What does it look like on the daily here? I mean, it still looks pretty bullish. Had a nice green day yesterday, kind of pulled down, popped back up to those previous highs pre-market, but I mean, to me, it tests that again. I mean, it could definitely go again here. If we hold VWAP again, this thing may push pretty strong here. Definitely, I'd be looking to maybe long on SOS here. ACB, I want to also go long if we get that nice sell-off here. See that we squeezed up nicely on it, and yeah, I'll look to see what will show up here. Yeah, I actually passed out. Tired. I slept for about an hour, 45 minutes. Tired today. ACB here. Here's this one ready for nice little move. Basically, trying to trade the same kind of things that I've been trading here. Like now, I'd want to see this get below the Bollinger Band on a nice little sell-off here. See this thing get kind of heavy. We got CLEU here, so we kind of had that nice little pop up today. You know, we broke through these in CLEU, these previous highs here. The daily, this is what it looks like here. Kind of popped up, but you can see it's done this in the past where you get that nice little movement to the upside, then it just sells off really hard. This time it looks like the pop's not even as high as that previous high yet. You know, maybe because it was lower, so could still sell off some more though too. But it looks like it's got a history of pumping and dumping. So, waiting for the setups to come to me. We also got 8 a.m. coming here. 8 a.m. is the time when a lot of orders will come in, so we may find some new tickers popping up here, but it would be cool to kind of see this thing sell off a bit here. See a nice solid candle below VWAP into like 550 or 5.25, and then kind of open back up there. I'll get my orders ready in case one of these wants to give me that nice little sell-off at the next minute here.
Today, the moment, today,
So, got it pulled up. See what we can do here. Alright, so this is what I was kind of expecting. A little bit of volatility at the bell here, or at the 8 o'clock bell. But, you know, it shows it on the candle, but I don't really see it as much on the actual. It did show this one pushed down to 1332. We've also got XERS here. XOS. Oh, like this one. If this one sells off hard and wants to continue that's upside move, that could be a nice one to trade. XERS here. So got XERS here. Definitely want to see this thing sell off some more, but it could even, you know, make that nice little breakout. Oh, so you got it on the watch list here. Ugh. Yep, so just sitting here patiently, waiting for something to set up good. That's all. Nice and cozy with my blankie right now. Nice and cozy here. Still not seeing anything kind of like sell off hard. Too hard yet. But considering the movement with marijuana stocks, I kind of like ACB right now. See here that it kind of started its trend down. It's sold off from VWAP here. Now it's squeezing. That's weird. So now we got the 80. ACB here is showing. It showed some volume up here, but the bid ask didn't actually change that much. Kind of strange to see that up there. Maybe a few shares got sold up there, I don't know. But yeah, I want to see it maybe sell off some more here. It's had some nice days here. Get down to the 20 moving average here around, it's off hard to about 13.11 here. This thing runs back up a couple dollars. Shit. Yeah, Fridays are typically not as much volatility as you can already tell. Today seems like the slowest day as of yet for me this week, but I did miss, I think I missed like Monday and Tuesday too, I don't know. Let's check out this one here, ITRM. CCIV. Okay, I kind of like this one. I like how we're already getting the candle below the band here. May watch this one here. Try to scoop up. 400 shares if the opportunity presents itself. Like, see how we're falling pretty far below the band here? Now what I want to do is see if we can close below the band. Let's see here. I could buy into this too, like right about here. I could buy in like another 400 shares. To get the movement that I want here. That is kind of starting to reverse here. Let's see if it can come down again here. Look to add some. Try to add some more, but wasn't able to. He wants to come down again here. Wow, that spread gets kind of spready. Should have just bought it right there. Could have added into this fully here. I'm up good on it now. I'm up 200 bucks on it. Yeah, had I gone in like, max size there, I'd be up 400. So I went in with about 50% just to give me some more room in case I wanted to go lower to get some more. But yeah, feeling pretty good with it. Let me try to let it just work a bit here. Looking like a pretty solid trade. Almost all 300 bucks on it right now. Maybe I could start trying to take some of it here. Take some of it there, just to get some of it off the table. See, we squeezed all the way back up to the Bollinger Band there. And that was a pretty solid, pop back up there. That was like almost 80 cents. So probably not a bad idea to take some profit. If we can hold 35 now again. Let's see. Should have taken it all up there, I think. Take some more here at 35. Try to hold the rest of it here. Up $165 on it now. If I can get some more movement on it, peachy kind of a thing. Maybe I should have sold more shares up here, but I want to try to feel pretty good with my entry. It squeezed up pretty hard at that level, so yes. Let's see. Can we get back in this? Maybe some more here. She wants to squeeze back up here. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff I love to buy. Really far below the Bollinger Band, kind of near that 34.50 level here. And just scoop it up like it's candy. I would love to add into this thing right now. Really would love to. See if I'm crazy enough to do that. What it wants to do here. Maybe wait for it to pull back a little bit more. I do like how it had that really nice squeeze up though. That's why I kind of want to add some more, but I want to see not just, reversal on this candle. I also want to see it on the following candle. If we don't, then that means we're continuing probably to the downside still, even though we had that nice squeeze back up. This move down is kind of fresh here. So if we don't get that pop above 335 here, it might just be it for it, kind of a thing. So may just get out of it with the extra $55 here. Let's see. I want to try to hold this a little bit longer. I don't want to see it come back down below the band again. Usually when you get a nice squeeze like that, you don't see that happen, so I'm trying to hold it because it's pretty rare to see that back to back like that on a, like I've always waited for entries where I could get, a Bollinger Band and then another huge Bollinger Band below it. I don't think I've ever even seen that. I've waited for those kind of setups but never really got them. So, but I'm not saying it, it won't happen. It probably would happen while I'm holding some shares, of course, but we'll see here. Yeah, okay, starting to, let me just lock it up here, take the money. If it wants to present, then cool, kind of a thing. Yeah, so I kind of missed out on an extra $100 by not taking it all at the top there, unfortunately, but better just lock in what I got now. So up $200 on that one. Pretty solid. But yeah, I mean, today was a bad day, so I'm still kind of trying to gain my confidence back here. Give myself that comfortability in case the trade doesn't want to go my way right away. It's better to have some kind of a cushion there where you can kind of add in a little bit more. And yeah, it would have been nice to add that extra 400 shares once we push a little lower there and really help squeeze this thing up. But yeah, too late. And then even taking, if I had 800 shares, 80 cents on 90 cents on 800 shares, that's, pretty solid. So yeah, as you can see here, I probably just sold at the bottom here. This thing's gonna probably reverse now, but maybe not, because this was that fresh little, squeeze below it there. CCIV there, $200 up on that. Nice base hit on that one. Yeah. Although, yeah, could have definitely made more with it. Gave back a third of the profits on it. It just kept bleeding down. I was hoping for it to just go boom all the way up to 36 and get it like that. But it didn't want to do that. Didn't want to give that to me. Marathon, is that Marathon? Okay, I like how this is setting up now too. It's ACB here. We got like these lows here. Get a nice sharp drop into 13. That would be nice. I got an order ready at 13 and a quarter here in case we get that nice little drop here. I remember Mara, man. This one is set up for a nice reversal. Is this Marathon here? But yeah, this thing, what's Mara? Is it Marathon or Marathon? Marathon Patent Group, okay. Oh, Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining. This is what this company does here. And they have gone to the moon along with Bitcoin. Awesome for them. Awesome. They started this and they've been mining Bitcoin since 2010. I mean, since it was founded, but that's when that's when they found it here. Pretty nice little clean setup. Scooped it up below the band there. Well, I felt comfortable buying this one because it is a higher price stock, so you're not going to get these higher price stocks going super below the band. I mean, maybe, but it seems very rare. It's more of like a penny stock that's already been up like a ton, and it just sells off hard below the band in one candle. It'd be nice to get like to buy it like right just before it halts to a downside, and then boom. It would like squeeze up like $2 or something ridiculous on the next opening candle. That'd be sweet, eh? That would be so sweet. So now I've got some cushion on the day, so maybe if I do see a good setup, I could go in with full size on another setup similar to something like this here. Maybe we'll get lucky and it might just sell off hard below. Like if we sell off hard now into 34, I could even go in with like what I was thinking before, like I did 400 shares. Now I could do like maybe 600 shares, not full size, but I'd feel pretty comfortable buying this thing below the band again if it hit 34. We see that it touched here, that previous low over here before it bounced up again. So let's see what it wants to do here. We got this level here. We've got 34 here. Definitely looking interesting again. So this is glad I got out of that. As you can see, it kept selling off and would have gotten back to my entry. But keep in mind, this is pre-market, so you know these kind of weird movements are a lot more likely where you get this really strong sell-off, pop back up, and then continues to sell off. You know, even below the band here, that's pretty unlikely occurrence. But I do like the movement on it right now, so I'm gonna keep following it here. See, look, we sold off hard into that level. Now what I want to see is get through that level. If we can get below the band again, wow, I will scoop it up in a second here. Really want to see us get below it though. It may just bounce off that that support there, but I want to see it get below it, and then I'd feel way more comfortable buying some up on this sharp drop here. We got only 40 seconds left here. Let's see it get below it here, and I can scoop it up, get ready to buy this thing here if it wants to make that move. Want to see it fall through this level here. If not, I could just buy it in the next 20 seconds. It may just do a nice little bounce off the resistance, but I was hoping for it to close below. Didn't get to close below there. Let's see it. It wants to do here. So it's kind of already pushing back up. So it looks like I missed it there where we got that test of it again, but I wanted to see it get below it. That was my idea. So a lot of times what I've been noticing with these little reversal plays is get that nice little support where it reverses, but then it'll test it again or even get a little bit lower and then make that final like oomph move like it's kind of doing right now, where we're making that new high on the candle here. If we can break above this 30, it really wants to break above. I might scoop some here, try to play this. I think it's going to squeeze through that candle here, and I can risk off of not doing it there. So I may look to get out of it. Trying to see it squeeze above those levels. It didn't do it, unfortunately, so now I'm back down on this thing. Trying to see it reverse there. It didn't get above that high, unfortunately. Yeah, I could still possibly get out of this with a small loss, but I want to try to hold it and see if it wants to keep pushing here. This spread is tighten up a little bit. The ask keeps going higher. It needs to pull the bid up with it, though. We are pre-market. We don't got a ton of volume on it. Not enough to tighten that spread up enough here. Could have added some more back there, but just wanted to hold it here. May just get out of this with a $32 loss, but I want to maybe try to hold it a little bit longer here. Okay, selling back off. All right, squeezing back up here. So I do like how he popped off this 34.29 twice here, but each candle is still red. So you got some more stuff popping up here. Just want to see what it looks like. We got OGI, maybe another marijuana stock here, I don't know. This thing's been selling off pretty hard, OGI. It does reverse sometime soon. It could be one of those that move up pretty good. May just get out of here with this $34 loss here. We're not squeezing above the level that I want. If it does squeeze, then maybe a nice little pop, but yeah, it hasn't done that yet. It may happen on the next candle, so I may watch what this does on the next candle here. Maybe try to buy some here. I want to buy more here. I don't know. I don't think so. Doesn't really. Still got another minute here on the bell. I'm gonna buy some more. See if we can get that pop again here, and if not, then I got to get out of it and just take the loss. Squeeze back up here. This thing is squeeze back up. Spread is tightened up. Now we need to see it go back up a little bit more here. All right, it's kind of popping back up. All right, coming back up here. See it break these highs. I want to see this thing form a new high on this candle. We've got only a few seconds left here. It'll either do it or it won't, probably right away. Let's see if it wants to do it. See if we can push through the candle here. Looks like it is. May just get out of it. It's not pushing. Okay, it's pushing. Take half of it there. See if it wants to keep pushing it. I've at least reduced my risk on it and got a better average. So I feel better holding it now, so I'm not just right at that level. So yeah, it's not doing it, so may just get out of it there. Got out of it. Wasn't making that squeeze above that level, fortunately. So just got out of it. Looking for the quick move. We tested this level again. We got that nice hop back up there, but it looked like the quick move was here from 29 back to 75, so it wasn't as much of a move back up this time when it got below, because you can see this is much more overextended below the band here. ITRM here, ITRM. Kind of liking these two if they can kind of sell off pretty hard. Maybe get a nice little pop here at the open. You know, this thing sells off hard. You know, it had that nice pop up after hours and kind of sold off now. Sell off hard before the market opens. Cool. So I am liking how this is setting up. If it wants to keep dropping below here, if it wants to keep getting below the band, maybe it'll sell off exponentially. ITRM here, ITRM, and look to get some decent amount of shares on this one actually. But I want to see a nice strong sell-off. I mean, so I want to see. It's a slower moving one here, so maybe I won't even trade it. Looked kind of slow to me. Range isn't that big on this kind of a penny stock, but I mean, I guess it's, you know, from 30 to, so that's a decent range. I mean, that's 20, you know, percent, I would say. Almost 20%. So you can get some movement on it, I guess. So what I've also liked too is paying attention to what sells off at the opening bell, and seeing something close below the Bollinger Band on that first 5-minute candle, and just getting in and out on the next candle. So what I could do is maybe go in a little heavy. We get a fat solid close below it and just get out right away within the next candle, hopefully. Got CLSN here, making new highs again. CLSN, maybe I'll pull that up here. OGI, CLSN, CLSN. This thing's pushing, baby. What's the news on this one here? So we broke those pre-market highs. It's looking strong right now. CLSN. Maybe even look to buy this thing. I like the price action on it here. I'll buy some here. Continue this breakout play. Selling back off. Fall below 275. Here. Buy some more here. Ooh. Things selling off hard here. May just get out with the $100 loss on it here. Trying to see it move. Going to get out of it with a little loss there. I got it at the wrong time. I should have waited for it to pull back a bit more there. Yeah, small loss on that one. Tried to just get it to keep pushing right when I got in there, obviously, but it didn't. And yeah, I should have waited on the dip. But yeah, it is still looking strong, and I just kind of maybe mismanaged it there. Didn't get in at the right time. One does have shares available to short as well here. I just wonder what the news is on this thing though. It can maybe push back above $3 here, but it may just end up selling off here. Let's see. If I do like 500 shares short here, would probably sell off like, let me see if we can get to pop again here. If this fails this level here, it may actually be good to go short into pre-market on this one. But looking strong right now, so I don't want to short it yet. I want to see it make that really, really strong move. We still got an hour until the bell opens here. Still looking pretty strong, so it could definitely keep pushing, you know. So you got this wide range here. We got some more stuff falling. Let's see. Everything looks better on the reversals here. Kind of like the CLBS here. Nice, strong sell-off there. What I do like too is this closed below the Bollinger Band, but then still sold off on that huge candle there. Also got, so yeah, some nice reversals starting to set up here. Especially going into the bell. If these can keep selling off. Let me see what this is on the daily here. And I like this range here, definitely. This is like what I really like to see, is because this thing's like kind of trading in a range right now. It sold off hard from up here. So it tells me we may bounce somewhere again around $2 a share here. So I'm gonna try to look to play the whole dollar on this one. If we can get this thing to sell off near the whole dollar down to $2 here, then I'd feel pretty good with that one, even maybe scooping up a couple thousand shares. CLBS right off the rip. Could always add more there too. But you see this is kind of like that first leg down, and then it consolidates into this little bear flag here. See how we're kind of getting that bear flag? Now we need this thing to sell off again right into $2, and I would buy it right at the band, like even I'd buy it above $2, I think. And if it wants to get maybe even 20 cents below that, on that same candle, buy another 2,000. So what I could do on this one is get it kind of set up so that I can buy in this range right here. That range would be below the Bollinger Band on the daily even. And then we still got that solid $2 level. It looks like it gets down to about 194 before it bounces. 195-ish is what it looks like. But I'd be happy getting it at 2. And then if it got below 2, like I say I got it above here, and then it wanted to fall more into this range, buy another 2,000, then I'm set. So even if we bounce off 2 right away, I still got 2,000 shares. It's lower. I still got another, way to help my average getting into this thing. That's why I got to play these reversals is don't go in full size, because if it goes lower, you want to give yourself breathing room to add some more. Because if you get that strong push, that overextension down, then you can buy near the bottom of it, almost kind of a thing. And then if you get even back to your original entry, then you're still up on the trade because you bought in below that. We got CLBS looking like it popped back up on the scanner here. So we've also got BRQS. Let me see what that one looks like compared to IRTM here. Not sure which one I like better, ITRM or BRQS. BQRS, BRQS. I think I like ITRM better. It's got more volume. It's pretty similar. This one's probably a little bit more to the downside, and it's got more volume. But really, this is the one I want to see get another leg down here, right into this level right here, because we dropped so sharply into. If we drop so sharply into this range here, I'd be even comfortable holding into the bell and getting like a nice 50-cent pop on this thing. So, don't want to see it reverse here. Want to see it get below here, into here, possibly even, down here. 194 down to 180. So anything around 205 and below in the next 5-10 minutes, I'd like to scoop that up. So CLSN, what I'm going to do on that one is just see if this thing can beast all the way until the market opens. If this thing here wants to go berserkos, maybe even, close to these previous highs or even above it, watch it at the market open. If it wants to pop above the previous highs, short it at that time. Maybe even heavy with like 1,000 shares. Once I kind of see like some kind of weakness, then risk off of that level. So once I see some kind of weakness on that test, okay, right now, this is, I thought it was at 202. So no, we're still kind of, still kind of bear flagging down here. Still bearish to me though. CLBS, OGI, CBS here. Get 2,000 shares ready on it. I know where I want to buy this thing at. So just gotta wait for it. Hopefully I get it. It looks like it wants to, make another nice little squeeze down here into that $2 range, and that would be beautiful. I would feel super confident buying that. Maybe I could even do 3,000 shares here at this level if we hit this $2 level on this candle. Love that. But you see how the Bollinger Band is actually coming down further here as it's consolidating. So I want to see that extension again. I can see one big huge extension followed into another one. You just increase your probabilities of the reversal, because yes, this was a big sell-off, but it was the first big sell-off here, and I don't know the news on it. But now we're starting to fall below that level, so now we want to see it sell off heavy here, as we see right now. Let's see here. We want to get below this level even here. I want to see it get below that 205. I want to see it get closer to 201 here. I don't feel that extension right now. At least with $2, I got that whole number, and if it does fall below 2, I can still add some more. So I do like this kind of candlestick action, but yeah, I want to see it still get lower here. Like I said, I got this really nice support in this range here below $2 down to $1.84 or something like that. And then also that round $2 number, plus it sold off pretty quickly into this level. So yeah, even if it got like if it got here, like actually it's 184, yeah. So this would be really good if it got below the Bollinger Band here. Because then you're probably going to get that nice pop at the open of at least like 30 cents back to, this level here on the 20 moving average, I would think. Let's think about this. This thing closed up here. You're either going to have a lot of people selling it at the open, hitting stop losses, or people buying it because they're setting limit orders because this thing falls too low, they want to buy it, kind of a thing. So it looks like it does have that support here, but we do see it kind of trending down here in that nice little pop that it had that one day. But yeah, just because it's a pump and dump doesn't mean you can't, catch a big move on it. Definitely. A lot of times you get those irrational moves which present the opportunities. You just got to get your timing right with them. Liking this one too. I'm gonna watch this one. Setting up to maybe fall into $2 here. Maybe get 1,000 shares locked and loaded on ITRM. Maybe I can do 2,000 even. 2,000 shares ready to go on ITRM. If we can get a nice little sell-off, same kind of thing here. This one hasn't really, I mean, it's been trending down pretty good. You know, it had that nice move up. Fell below VWAP, started trending down. What I would like to see is that really hard sell-off into $2. Scoop it up here. So I'm kind of watching CLBS for a nice sell-off into $2 and ITRM into $2. So that nice round whole $2. Even if it gets a little bit below that, I still got some comfort to add into that with my share size. We get like another 20 cents below it, then I can add another 2,000 or 3,000 shares and try to get a nice little 30-40 cent move on it. I like CLBS a little bit better because we've seen it do this sharp drop here. Now we've been consolidating into this sharp drop. So I got to see that other leg down into this level for it to just feel super clean. Okay, ACB's bouncing here. CLSN. Kind of like this one here. This chart looks vaguely familiar, XERS. But wow, look at that. Nice little squeeze up, sell off, and see what it is on the daily here. Wow, so this looks like the first time it's pumped this year, so that's a good sign. Can it go back up? That's the question. Definitely not out of the question, but it has pulled back quite a bit here off that initial, you know, rip to a little under 8 to 11. So ITRM looking like it's going to bounce off the band there. This one, what I don't like about this one is it's kind of like just riding down that Bollinger Band nice and slowly. I want to see it get below it. Like if this one got down to here, probably would have had that nice little pop back up, 25 cents at least. But yeah, I got to see this next leg drop out here. Really got to see this one drop out, and I'll feel good buying it on that second little drop down here, because this thing was at like $3 a share yesterday, all the way back down to 2. I mean, even if it is a pump and dump, you're still going to get some kind of pop back up before it continues that sell-off. Okay, XERS here. What I'd like to see on this one is like some kind of, where it is on the daily here. Just want to see it get below the band, see how we bounced off the 9 EMA though. If we touch the 9 EMA, now we're at these levels here. This is kind of like a key level right here. It wants to push back through these previous highs, so you got pushed through those highs pre-market, not on a lot of volume, so if it wants to seriously break through these highs, you know, I could look at the news on it and see what is it doing. Just to get a better idea, can it actually, you know, beast its way back up, or will it sell off here? Hypoglycemia? Okay, so it did just got some kind of European approval for something. I think it's diabetes stuff. I got no idea, to be honest. I thought it was like hypoglycemia or hypoglycemia. I don't know what it is. All right, so now I want to see this, test this 205 again here, 206 or whatever it was. 206, get below it this time. Really want to see this thing drop below this level get closer to this $2 level. So if it wants to go a little bit below 2, I can scoop it up. 194 is the good support. The 181, 84-ish level is the Bollinger Band. So if I can get below the Bollinger Band on the daily, below pre-market, I'd feel pretty good holding it, into the opening bell. Anticipating some volatility, yes. But yeah, I mean, this thing would literally have to go to, in order for me to lose, like, okay, so if I bought, 3,000 shares, right, it'd be about $6,000. Literally have to go to zero for me to lose that $6,000. So I feel pretty good, getting it at around $2 if we sold sharply into it. But now you can see the band is getting lower here. So now the band is actually like below that support range. So now I'd feel even better if this thing could fall below 194, at least below this previous low here into this two-ish dollar level here. I want to see a nice slam with all this selling volume. Just it looks like it really wants to fall. Also, I'm going to be looking, what pops up on the pre-market scanners selling off hard. And I'm going to be looking at what will give me a close below the Bollinger Band in that first 5 minute. And buy that for like the quick 5-minute trade. Maybe even less than that if we get that really quick squeeze. ARTL was this one that I traded already? ARTL? No. I do like how that looks. On the daily, wow, this thing might rip right here. This could be a nice breakout trade. ARTL. I could try to be fun and get 100 shares on it. I have my hotkey set up here. I want to see this thing maybe pull back a little bit below 3 here. We kind of got this little pop above it here. It's got 9 million shares. What's the volume on, or what's the news on ARTL today? TL. This is a bioscience company here. Does it have potential? I don't know what the news is. The most recent news I saw is from the 8th. Treatment of cancer. I got some kind of cancer treatment. ARTL here. Teaming up some big dogs. Now to break these levels here. Breaks 308, it could just rip again. It's holding 3, but let's see. Will it continue? Shares not available to short for me. Okay, now we're gonna finally get a green candle here. Let's see LBS. Looking like the buying pressure was kind of strong there, but I want to see it actually get above these levels up here. Alright, ARTL is breaking out above that previous high, or getting above it. Yeah, now I guess now it's breaking out. So yeah, I could have bought some there at 3, but I did not. That probably would have been a good level to play the anticipation of the breakout. Got 27 million shares traded pre-market. That's quite a bit. OGI selling off. ITRM. Alright, now I'm liking this one better than ITRM here. As we can see, we are getting to this 350 level, but I want to see it get below that level actually, even though we got support right around here. I want to see it sell off hard past 350 and just try to do some stop hunting on it. Maybe it'll get a nice big candle below the Bollinger Band here. This is what I'm looking for. Perfect. Trying to get a nice big candle below the Bollinger Band. I'm only getting 1,000 shares. It'll give me some breathing room to add some more if it does want to reverse. Maybe I could buy it here, but I want to see it go lower than that. Now that we've fallen below the band, let's see if it can keep pushing below it here, or if it's going to squeeze back up above 350. Hopefully not. I want to see it go a little bit lower before we squeeze back up. That might have been it, but that's okay if it was. I want to see it get a little bit more extended before I get in. Maybe down to like 335 would be nice, or even 340. I could probably get some shares at it. But I mean, it's sold off quite a bit here. I mean, it's gone from 8.2 down to 3.5 here. And now it's getting some more selling pressure below. We're at that 350 level here. I want to see it sell off. There's a lot of volume coming into this right now, so it's going to probably rip one way or the other here. Let's see, it's falling back below, just what I want to see. We still got another minute and 40 seconds here on the bell. Volume is coming into this. This might be the largest pre-market volume candle here. But we got to see what we do at this 350. Alright, so this is what I want to see. I want to see it come back below. Alright, now it's okay. So it reversed. Looking like it's going to reverse. I want to see it get slammed down really hard here. We got 9 a.m. coming up into this too, so I don't really want to buy at 9. There may be some more orders spiking this thing around 9 a.m., but I would like to see, like a 9 a.m., another 9 a.m. sell-off. If I get lucky here. Maybe, if you get a lot of volume and this thing goes down like 30 cents below the Bollinger Band, that'd be like 10% below the Bollinger Band on a 5-minute candle, which would be a really solid setup. So I'm going to get 2,000 shares loaded in case it wants to push that low. Yeah, a lot of selling happening before the bell here because people probably aren't sure, but I like how it's got that wick there. I almost want to get in it because I like this wick like that there, but it's a little risky coming into 9 a.m. right here. We only got we got a 13-cent pop from the low of it, 14 cents. I want to see it get further than that, especially on a $3 stock. You can get a lot further than that below the Bollinger Band on these lower price stocks. What I do like about it, how it's been selling off so hard. Alright, looking like it's going to fail 350 again. Let's see it fail 350. Maybe even, you know, if we touch 345 again, but I'd like to see it get below that. I always want to see it break this level, and get much further below it. We can get two nice candles below the Bollinger Band. I'd feel a lot more comfortable buying it on a candle where we got this much below. Like we got another, say we got down to like 338, you know, because that'd be like another candle back to back like this one here. ITRM, the other one I've been following, is selling off too. But it's just riding down the Bollinger Band here. Not a huge fan of it. These levels like that. And then just wait for big spike below the band here. A lot of waiting for something to happen here. So we did get that little pop below it, and we can see we squeeze up pretty quickly from it. But that's not enough below the band. That's not enough below the low for me to want to get that, unfortunately. I would like to see that at least 10 cents below here. You know, because if we only go 2 cents, I mean, and you squeeze down, and then let's see, ITRM sell off hard into $2 here. This thing can sell off hard into 2. I'll scoop it up. Do like it here on the daily. $2 is right at that 9 EMA. Like to buy it there. If we can get there maybe on this candle, that'd be nice. Nice selling just coming into it. Why not get that until the opening bell? Do have, let's see, okay, APHA, looking better than ACB right now, so could maybe get 500 shares ready on that one. Wants to sell off here. So I got a lot of orders ready, a lot of stuff below the band, but I want to see it really get below the band, like below it, you know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of been waving down already, but I need to see these get a little bit lower here. Otherwise, it's just kind of like grinding down. It's not getting that quick over extension rubber band effect that I'm looking to play. I'm not trying to buy the grind. I'm trying to buy the, like, OGI is kind of looking like it may. I'm looking for more than this, so we're starting to get more volume here, even on this candle here. See, when we're starting to get this kind of volume, glad I didn't buy it there. This is what I'm trying to wait for, is this. I'm gonna focus on this one here. How low are we getting here? Almost want to buy some here, but I think you can keep going lower here. I want to wait for that clean pop back up. Maybe if it closes, I might buy it right here. No, didn't. Okay, so that wasn't below the band enough for me to want to buy that there, unfortunately. So we're just kind of falling down it right now. Yeah, I want to see this get a lot lower than that. So you can see here, this close, it's only 2 cents below the band. Yeah, it may reverse here, but I want to see it get lower than that. So glad I didn't buy that. I want to see, like on a penny stock like this, I want to see it at least get like 10 cents below the band. Then that makes me feel like, okay, it'll at least move 10 cents back up probably. And if it can keep selling off like slowly like this, and then we get a nice big sell off there, then like if this gets another candle, like this is where the candle might happen right here. If we get some big selling pressure here, we get like maybe like 10, anywhere from 10 to 15 cents on this candle. So we get to 26, it'd be pretty solid, but I'd like it still more than that. I'd probably say 15 cents below the, this level here. So we get down like 320 on this candle. May try to get it. But yeah, stuff is selling off right now before the bell. I'm trying to focus on this one. It's just hugging. See, like right here, it's just hugging the band. I want to see that nice sell off, but we are getting more volume. So, all right, perfect. It may pop off 3 1/4 here. I hope not. Let's see if we can do here. If we get a nice pop off 3 1/4, I might just buy it. Let's see. Okay, on here, getting more volume, touching 3 1/4. Could have probably bought it for a quick pop play. And I want to see if it gets below that even. I'd feel pretty good if it got down to like 320 and closed around there by 2,000 shares. We still got another 2.5 minutes for this candle to close. So we're halfway through this candle. If it can push some more, awesome. A lot of stops being hunted right now. Just slowly, taking its way down. Are people up pre-market just looking to sell it? Or down? I'm guessing down. Probably not many people up pre-market unless they're short. I kind of like how we're sitting at 3 1/4 right now. We still got another minute and 40 seconds here. Kind of got that pop that I was like anticipating, but it just wasn't that big of a pop. But this thing may finally reverse. Let's see. I feel like I might have missed it. It might have been at 3 1/4. Might have been it. Volume is coming into it. See what happens. Looking like it's reversing. Honestly, I could probably get in it here. See it come down some more. Still got some time in this candle here. If it closes near the bottom of that candle, then I'd feel a lot better buying it there. Even though we're only down a little bit on that candle, the buying pressure, okay, we're getting more volume here. Looking like this may reverse anytime soon here. Got my fingers ready, waiting for something to happen here. Got 40 seconds left on this candle. Want to see this sell off 5 more cents. Should have bought 2,000 at 3 1/4 there. More volume. Got about 20 minutes until the bell. Like I want to see like a really strong sell-off to get into this thing 20 minutes before the bell. Otherwise, I'm just going to be sitting in it like a duck kind of a thing, waiting for the bell, and I don't really want to hold it through the bell. It's not like I feel that confident with it like I did on some of those other ones that I've played at the bell. So we can get another, maybe like another red candle. And wait for that clean setup here, trying to be patient. All right, kind of what I was looking for. Let's see it see it fall below this level now. It got slammed pretty hard right there. Now the bid is at 324. Now it's popped back up here. But I want to see it. I want to see this. I want to buy this thing on a really hard slam below the band. We just really haven't gotten it. Like we're getting below the band, but only like a few cents here. Nothing for me to want to just eagerly jump into this thing. So yeah, kind of just sitting at 3.25, maybe finding support here. I mean, as we've seen, this thing on the daily was up huge and it sold off, and now we're right at that. We're actually below the 9 EMA here. So if it wants to continue this trend, I mean, this thing's moved from, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, you may get a pop here, but this thing's been up huge. So could look to play at the first 5-minute candle to make a new high. So if we get a candle that closes about 337, 336, could buy it. But then I open up quite a bit more risk on this. So yeah, as we were kind of seeing there, that yeah, that 3.25 might have been that good support level to buy it at. I just didn't feel that comfortable buying it there, so I didn't. Well, if I did, obviously it would have looked like the move. Now looks like it's going to make the new highs on the candle. So I might have missed the boat on it, but oh, Ross Cameron's on. See what he's looking at here today. Okay, let's see what Rossi Boy's looking at here. Oh, he's looking at CLEU. I was looking at that one earlier. Let's see. He's looking, you know, I know Ross is trying to go long here, so if he's thinking about going long on this one, CLEU. I wasn't looking at, wow, that one looks pretty good here. Definitely interesting to see what it wants to do. I wonder if there's shares available to short on it. No shares available to short. So, still got some stuff that I can look at here. LLNW. So yeah, I had the opportunity to buy it here again at a 3.25, and if we fell below it, I could have sold it out quickly. But I just, you know, my thing is getting a lot lower below the Bollinger Band than this, because when we kind of just see how we kind of just went a little bit below, and then we went a little bit below some again, and we went a little bit below again, and just kind of grinding its way down, probably bear flagging, you know. Maybe it'll sell off sharply into levels. I'll be right back here. So a lot of these stocks that we're selling off are kind of reversing before the bell, but I don't really want to play before the bell unless I see a really clean setup. Like this CLEU, I got a feeling it's probably going to break out before the bell and then it's going to sell off. You know, you might get a spike at the bell and then a nice sell off, but no shares available to short. Let me see, maybe there are if I can locate some. No shares available to short. QS here. Sorry, CLU. Okay. So, I had one trade, or no, I had a few trades, but yeah, one trade that made me some money. So, yeah, I just gotta kind of like go back to like what's working, I guess, you know, kind of don't go in max size because I want to give myself, you know, the most I should go in with is half size. Because then I can still add in again if it continues to sell off. Okay, I like how this one's setting up. FCAC if it wants to keep selling off here. I like how it's fallen into the previous close, but that looks ugly, really ugly. Just a little pre-market pump, and you know, moved up on light volume and now it's kind of just selling off there. Yeah, that moved up on that had shares, and that had shares available to short. So imagine being up there, seeing how much it moved up on that light of volume. That would have been the easiest short in the world. You know, having this thing, you know, you've been watching this thing, but who watches it at that time? See it pop up on the scanner right here at 13, shorting it there. Because look, there's like no volume on this thing at all on that move. So now what I'm going to look for, we got about 10 minutes until the bell. I got a nice little cushion on me. So I'm going to see what's making lows here. If anything's going to pop up on my scanners, on my algorithms here. And then try to play that like that. So if I can see something pop up on the algos, then I've got some trades to take. I don't really like this one that much, to be honest. Q2, not a huge fan. LVN, not a huge fan. I kind of like that one, honestly. I like how you've seen that nice. Oh no, it's only. Yeah, the range isn't that good on this one, to be honest. I think I've traded this before. This thing just looks nasty. But it's about due for a nice pop reversal anytime. So I may watch it just because it's been selling off quite a bit. And could make a little squeeze up at the open here. Or a squeeze down even. So get some shares loaded on it. Maybe I can reduce my share size on these and see which one of these four will sell off, if they will. If any of these four sell off pretty hard, then that would be a good opportunity to jump in whichever one sells off the hardest within that 5 minutes. So, although I didn't take trades with them, but they do still have that clean setup where they've already sold off hard, and if they sell off hard at the open, they probably give some good buying pressure pretty soon after that. Eight minutes until the bell here. Let's see. Kind of bull flagging pretty nicely. Somebody was posting about this. But yeah, not on my scanners. Not really interested. Does have some volume though. Some Medica. Go back to here. Maybe I could run my algos. Crank my algos on here. If these marijuana stocks want to move, I might be able to get in them with my algo. I might pick them up at the right time. So if they do that, then that is what will happen. But it has taken 3 losses in a row, 3 trading losses in a row, which it hasn't. That's the most amount of losing days it has in a row, and based on the data that I've got now. So I feel good now using it after it's had the most losses that it's ever had. Unless it's starting to turn unprofitable. Unless it's starting to turn from profitable to unprofitable. So I will run some algos here. ATOS. That can keep selling off like that. That's a beauty. Wonder what the S&P is doing. Let's see here. Yeah, it's still kind of near the highs, not at the highs, but near them. Being like a little trend down there. So what I'm going to end up doing here is watching my, okay, we got Q2 selling off here. Let's see, we got some more stuff selling off. OGI. Let's see, maybe I need to pull up some more here. Okay, it's selling off. This thing has gone from 200 down to 140. I kind of like this Q2. We might get a nice little bounce here off that 9 EMA, like right around. If this thing can sell off to about this level, 136.22. And that level right there. So I'm going to watch that one for the opening bell here. That thing can sell off hard $5 at the open, then this Q2 loaded too. So I'm going to look for something to sell off here. That's the game plan. Do 100 shares of Q2 here. Got my orders kind of, okay, bell's about to open. Let's see what happens. Any of these going to sell off here? Let's see. Getting some selling off here. A lot of these are actually selling off. Let's see how hard they'll sell off though. Looks like Q2 is kind of, okay, it's popping up here. It's going to pop off 140 maybe. Let's see. Okay, it's still the first 30 seconds here. I want to see one of these just sell off really hard here. I don't see that, then that's unfortunate. Looking for something to sell off hard here. Nothing popping up on the scanners yet. Some stuff already reversing, you know, kind of right near that $2 level there. Kind of like how APHA is kind of right down to $15 a share. Might be a good time to pop in that one. Oh, failed the 9 EMA there. Let's see what he wants to do. Okay, a lot of the stuff that was like near the bottom there has kind of already made its move up here. Let's see, may jump in one of these, like this Q2. Kind of like it here. Maybe getting that bounce already. Let's see. It's gonna keep selling off. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, we got FCAC here. Looks like it already Yeah, spread is too big on that one for me right now. Yeah, spread is too big. Don't really want to buy that spread. But it did get a nice little pop, but yeah, the spread's just too big. Maybe like to see APHA test 15 again here. Nope, it's reversing. Is it gonna go to green here? Let's see it. I do kind of like this futu here. I could maybe do 50 shares at this level. See if it'll reverse right here. That'd be $100 trade. Stop out at you know, those previous lows there. Or if it gets below 141, I might just get out. Yeah. So let me just call it good on that one. Not going the way I want. Selling back off. But if I get the upside right on that one, wow, okay, cool. Now I'm up like on it here. Feeling really strong to the upside. I'd like to see it squeeze some more. Definitely feel like the buying pressure is stepping in on this one. Only got 50 shares here, but let's see it push here. We still got 40 seconds till the bell finishes. If we can close near the top of this range here, be good to hold this one and risk off of these lows back here. That 140 might have been that solid bounce level right there. So let's try to hold it through. All right, up almost $2 a share on it. Okay. All right, now I'm up almost $3 a share on it. A nice little move here. Wow, look at that nice little pop right there. Okay, I'm going to sell half of it there. Now what I'm going to do is try to hold it through VWAP here. Let's see if we can squeeze through VWAP. Nope, not getting the squeeze through VWAP. Maybe I should just take it all right here. I'm going to take it all right there. Didn't get this quick squeeze through VWAP, so probably going to come back down. That was a good trade though. Alright, CGC. Ooh, I missed CGC. I was in this one here. Okay, CGC is actually looking like a good setup. Popped up on my scanner. I'm going to start off with 200 shares on it here. Oh, I missed it. Okay, this CGC. Also got, let's see what else we got here. It's okay, FCAC, the gap is closing on that one. Sino already made its move too. So yeah, it looks like I missed it, but did a really nice trade on this one here. You know, only risking 50 bucks and I made almost 150 on it. So almost a 3-to-1 trade in 5 minutes. Pretty clean, I liked it. What I did was, I saw this nice wick forming off 140 and I got in it right there. I figured there'd be probably at least a pop back to VWAP, and I should have sold it all at VWAP. Been happy with that, but yeah, I gave back another, you know, $25 or so on that one. But I did get out of it once I realized that, yeah, it's failing VWAP. So I was really hoping for a nice squeeze through VWAP. And if this thing got through VWAP solidly, if this thing pushed up to like 150, could have sold like half of it there and then try to let it bounce, come back down to VWAP and get the rest. But, you know, didn't get it, but happy with what I got. Yeah, please like, subscribe. You're just tuning in here. So yeah, just trying to hit base hits today. So I'm trying to hit base hits today, but doing it with a little bit more size than I have been in the past. So yeah, my buddy Jake kind of reminded me of that. You know, it was so funny that he told me base hits because I literally just told another friend of mine, I'll let another friend of mine just get base hits. Base hits is all you need to, you know, to score, kind of a thing. Yeah, it's nice to hit a home run or a grand slam, but it's like the base hits, the days are a lot smoother, it feels like. So CGC, would be nice to see another like leg down here. What would be good with CGC here is if we come back up to VWAP, fail VWAP for another fat leg down below the Bollinger Band there. But I do like the candle that's formed there. So that 142 is pretty solid. So I like how it bounced. You know, it sold down to 140, bounced off of that, and you know you see this opening here at 142, and it came back down to 142 and bounced off that 142. So it may actually look to push through VWAP, but I don't want to get in for a push through VWAP right here because there's all this downside right here. I like it when I got like a nice little tight downside here. Would have been nice to maybe buy another 50 there. You know, that would have been sweet, but did not, unfortunately. But it's okay. Still did okay with it. So now what I'm going to look for is one of these to make another leg down. I think these are two different industries here. So, you know, if we get the reversal on the marijuana stocks, but this wants to keep selling off some more before it reverses, then I have to go with that one because I'd like, you know, I like to buy on that double sell-off, not the single sell-off. Yeah, we got the nice single sell-off, but if we get another nice sell-off, then awesome. Awesome, baby, awesome. And my 9:35 a.m. tweet scan did not pick up anything, so I'm going to just disable it there. I did run the algos, but nothing picked up. Wow, Q2 is going above VWAP now. Oh my goodness. So that's what I noticed with a lot of these moves, is why you got to take profit quickly. It's like I always see this. They get that nice pop-up that you're looking for, then it sells off back to your entry, and then it makes that move back up again. So I got to get a little bit better at like predicting that because I see it happen time and time again. So what I got to do is, you know, make that money on it and then try to play it again and make the money on it again, kind of a thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, although yesterday was a bad day for me, it's just kind of reminding me just to go for those base hits, because that's what works. Yeah, I'm not going to get like a whole week's paycheck in one trade, but my comfort level is exponentially greater. So if I can just grow my account with the levels that I do this at, instead of going for those home runs, because that was the thing, I was going for those home runs, and I was up on all those trades. I could have actually done pretty well, but I held them longer than I should have, because I wanted them to go more, but I could have taken that solid profit. Could have taken that solid profit there. All right, I like how Sino is coming back. It failed VWAP there, so I kind of like Sino actually. So it looks like here on the daily here, this thing's been moving pretty strong. Wow, Q2. So actually, oh, I'm sorry, this was the trade that I took. You don't even see it on my screen, but this was the trade that I took with Q2 here. I thought I had it on the screen there, but yeah, this is the one that I saw right here at the bell, and then I saw this candle here. So what I did was, once I saw this wick and we got back up to, you know, the open, I bought it, squeezed up the VWAP, should have sold it all there, because then look, we sold off back to my entry, and then could have bought it again, and that's $6 a share, $7 a share, going up to 150. So this was hoping to see right away for it to go straight to 150, but then when we didn't, just kind of sold some right around that VWAP level. But it did eventually get that move, but you can see it messes things up when you get the move and then it comes back to your entry, you know. That's why with a lot of these I'm scalp them, because you know, the market is so hard to trade these days. When you get the move you want, but then it quickly goes back to your entry, like, you know, what do? You know, do you stop out? And yeah, if you stopped out, then that just makes you ultimately frustrated. So I think that if I just take the profit, even though if it wants to continue the move, then it leaves me a lot less frustrated, because think about that. Like, you could have taken it all up here and gotten back in here, instead of taking in and letting it get up here, being up like however much, you know, being up 4.25 per share down to here, back to your entry. It's just like too much of a roller coaster. You know what I mean? You got to take the profit, have, you know, that solid risk reward there. I was up 3-1 on this thing. So, and then eventually we do get that move to 150. So now, if it stays above VWAP, we can probably keep pushing with this thing. So yeah, just got to stick to the base hits. Base hit my way, baby. Base hit my way back to it. I'm just trying to wait for some more clean setups here. CGC has reversed. Should have bought it there. So this is what I was kind of also anticipating here. I had 500 shares on this thing below the band. Wow. $1.50, almost $2. $2 a share there, getting it at $38.50. Let's see if we can get any of these to just keep selling off, though. That's what I was actually expecting, was see the marijuana stocks to actually probably reverse quicker. So I should have maybe gotten in that, because they had been selling off, and they have been pretty bullish lately. But yeah, they did sell off quite a bit. So we can see here, you know, bouncing off the 20 here. We've already bounced off 40. This may still make like a move here. I mean, boom, boom. This may be another big day for it. I kind of want to get in it, honestly. Kind of want to get in that, even though it's already reversed like almost $3 a share. Wow, Q2 is popping above 150. Man, wish I was still in that one. It's up another $5 a share from where I took most of my profit. Well, $6. see. We got ooh, I kind of like this one here, ACIC. What's the spread on this thing? May try to get 500 shares of this. See this thing sell off here. What I like to see, right into that $13. Buy some. Let's see it sell off hard again here. See it sell off hard through 13 and buy it. See, wants to sell off through 13. I'm going to buy it. Maybe reverse right here though. So you get through 13. See it fall through 13. Kind of getting some nice bounce action there. All right, maybe I'll buy it here. Let's see. Could buy it right here. Looking like it wants to pop here. Yep. See, I missed it. Let's see what it wants to do. Maybe it's gonna. Wow, it is very volatile right now. I think I want to buy that volatility, but it's not a lot of volume. Let's see what it's gonna do. This is the second leg down here. Could just. Should have bought it when I had that chance. See, come back down. Okay, so it's reversing. Missed my chance to buy it. It is reversing. And we do see it has had two nice legs down there. Two really nice solid candles. Yeah, missed it on that one. Got maybe a little, I should have felt pretty good buying it at 13 there. I was waiting for it to get maybe a little bit further below the band. Maybe look for some stops below 13. But we got that nice clean bounce off 13. And that would have been a nice trade had I even bought in like at 13.10. Definitely, yeah. Wow, look at it go right back to VWAP. All the way up to 13.50. Wow. Wow. 1,000 shares on that. See, that would have been a nice solid base hit there. But I just didn't get in. Should have, woulda, coulda kind of thing. But that was a nice little setup. And I should have done it because I see how I saw this nice leg down here. Consolidate, nice leg down. I mean, you got below the band twice. I mean, even if you filled it this time, if it does that one more time, third time it's probably going. So that looks like I missed that one. Sino did reverse a little bit. I like how this one got that nice candle like that. Probably would have been a good time to buy it back again, back around near 7. 50 cents on a $7 stock, solid. It's like everything just came to a freeze. Did I lose my internet? There's stuff still moving on the left screen, but yeah, it seems like things have slowed down a bit here. Let's see if anything's going to pop up here. RCMT popped up on scanner here, but it's already reversed. ACIC, RCMT. Almost want to short ACIC here, but that was such a nice little pop off of that level. May push through VWAP, so it's not really the strategy that I'm good at trading. I tried VWAP bounces in the past, but I just wasn't able to do good with them. Some people can. Unfortunately, I wasn't one of those people. I think your odds of success are closer to 50-50 with them than they are with these ones here. And really, when you can increase your probability of success, it really helps you, I think, become a better trader, because when you're used to winning more than you're losing, it's a lot easier to handle, kind of a thing. So it gives you more opportunities to be right, and when you're right, to capitalize on those opportunities. Almost want to jump in Q2 over here. Let me try another stab at with it here. We're testing VWAP. We got that nice little bounce off 146. Either going to continue its downtrend here, or looking like it's still bouncing off the 9 EMA on the daily. So I like it for a bullish play, honestly. Kind of like it. Let me take another stab with Q2 here. Taking a stab with it here. Trying to see if it wants to continue this move here. Failed the 150, but if it can stay above VWAP here, that would be nice. Get that nice little bounce off the 9 EMA. Looking like it's doing that, but will it continue that? That'll be the question. Looking like it's not going to. See if we can hold this 9 here. Maybe I could buy another 50 shares here. Oh, it's already squeezed back up. Wow, I might have missed my opportunity to buy some more. Spread is kind of nasty on it. I want to see it come back down some more before I could have added, but I had to punch in my order here. I'm not getting above that level that I got in at. It's telling me that it might be failing, but maybe bouncing here. Still got another minute on this candle. See what it wants to do here. If I can maybe get in. Let's see. I'm gonna get in lower here. If we can test it one more time. See if we can squeeze through it here. Alright, it's up on it now. Now maybe it's going to make that squeeze back up. Maybe back to 150 here. Only a 25-cent spread right now. But we got to see it get through 147.50, or otherwise it's just failing these levels here. So this candle will tell us if this bounce is a bounce or not right here. So this candle will tell us if it's a bounce. Now it's got to hold. You can get through the 147.50. You got some good upside here. All right, I want to see it get through this. This green candle is kind of weak. I'll sound back off here. Could look to buy some more. Seems like it's holding 147 for now. Okay, back up to $15 on it. The ask is going up, but the bid isn't. So I need to pull the bid up to where the ask is at. Alright, kind of looking like it is bouncing. So I'm going to try to hold it here. Maybe back to 149 or so. I get this thing to squeeze through 148 here. This thing can rip, baby. I know it can. Get some of that bullish action into it here. And at least go back to that 150, but I think it's going to probably, that 150 is going to be the area where it closes at today. Like we had some major selling off. It got pretty significantly below it, but I got a feeling because the sell-off was so significant, it's going to probably magnet its way a little bit above VWAP, closer to 150. Or it can continue the sell-off here and then hurt my feelings. I hope it doesn't hurt my feelings because I kind of liked it. It gave me some good action earlier. I should just take my profit on it while I'm up slightly on it, but yeah, I'm too stubborn for that apparently. Let's see what we want to do here. Back to this 147. If I bought 50 more shares to like lower, see it's popping off that 147 pretty good. I like it. But now my order is too. Okay, wow, it's squeezing back up. Perfect. I was just changing my order around a little bit there. About 43 bucks on it. May just take it here. I want to see it move a little bit more though. I think it's got some potential. Maybe get another 40 bucks out of this thing. I might just take the profit here. I'm good with that. 64 bucks. Happy with that. Got a nice little pop there. It may fail. What I'm thinking is it may fail. Like if the 150 is that solid resistance, it may fail before it. So I'm gonna just get out with what I got and be happy with that. Even if we did keep pushing, it was still a solid trade. Come back, fill up my vape. Oh, I think I had it off screen again. Did I? I don't know. Yeah, you can see this is what happened. I bought it again, as we saw. We just bounce off the 9 in the VWAP here, and then anticipating that we may not get back through 150, may just continue downwards here. So I sold it. It may take all day for it to get back to 150, but it'll probably, I'm guessing it'll probably close like somewhere between here and here. That's my guess, somewhere in that range. Maybe even wider than that, but pretty close to that. Okay, we've got another ticker popping up here. We've got this thing popped up 6 minutes ago. You can see though, it's not below the band, but it did get quite a bit below the moving averages, which is why it got triggered. But I like to see more of a, this thing gapped, wow, that thing, like, I think I would have wanted to buy that. But look at the range on this thing. That is, I wasn't even sure, like, but now that I see the range on this thing, oh my goodness. And the spread is so tight. Oh no, never mind. I mean, it's only a 1 to 2% spread with the movement this thing's got. Definitely worth it, for sure. So yeah, I'm really glad that I learned this skill because, you know, if something were to ever happen with my job, then at least I've got something I can fall back on, kind of a thing. Kind of get me through those tough times. Good to have like an arsenal of skill sets. I mean, I love my job. Going into work actually is actually a lot more fun than it was in the past, because now I can be a little bit more creative. And you know, now it's like when there's an issue with certain things, like people come to me and I got to try to figure it out. So it's kind of like, you know, kind of just like trading stocks too. You know, it's like you're presented with a issue, you got to solve it. You know, it's definitely on a lot different level, for sure. But I like the idea. I like a challenge, and I like figuring things out that are kind of like unknown, you know, kind of a thing. Like to be the one that can solve the problem and the issue. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna call up my friend, see if he wants to come by next week and see and do the trading stuff. What I'm doing? So you're like working online right now, right? Or from home? Damn, that's sweet, man. I wish I was doing that too. Yeah, it seems like no commute and shit. You can just like wear your pajamas and just like cook like a ramen noodle or some shit whenever you feel like it, you know? Oh yeah. Cool, man. Cool. So wait, how did they tell you how long you guys are going to be doing it like that for? Okay. And then were you at the GM Tech Center? Oh, okay. So yeah, I told you. Okay, so they're bringing back everybody in like back in the summer then. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It seems like it's been going pretty good at the plants at least. I'm not sure. I think our tech center too is also everybody's working from home. So maybe they're just like testing it out on everybody that working at the plant. Like, okay, let's see how everybody does at the plant, and then if they're doing good, then we can just jump back in too. And then in the summer too, cold season's over. Notice how nobody's got the cold anymore. It's just COVID, right? What happened to the cold? What happened to the cold? Oh, it's basically this year's. Must have just got an upgrade to COVID or something. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, dude. I mean, I remember you said you wanted to maybe like meet up sometime or something and check out the trading stuff. I'm not sure if you wanted to do that still. Cause yeah, if you're working from home, you could definitely. I mean, I know you're only going to be doing it until I guess June, but I mean, it'd be at least like kind of like a way to dabble and get your feet wet if you're interested. I would probably practice with like a simulated account. Don't use real money, and then kind of just go from there. Kind of a thing. If you wanted to try the day trading versus like the regular trading, what most people do, I would say. But yeah, both are good right now. Yeah, it's good. I mean, the market's hot right now, and honestly, so we just had that crash back in like 2020, and typically, so we had that bear market, right? So now we've been in a bull market for almost a year, and typically, bull markets on average go about 4.5 years. So I still think, on average, we've got another 3.5 years for the market to keep going up. Um, so I still think it's a good time to get in there. But also, typically when we get our next, like on the shorter side of things, when we do get a bear market, it can only be 30 months. So there could be, within the next year, another crash. But that's like on the shorter side of things. But if we go by the average, we've got another 3.5 years. If we go on the lower side of it, then yeah, after about a year, it'll probably crash. But if it, oh damn, yeah, that probably make. That's the thing. It's like if you get in like at the bad time, then yeah. But there's easy ways to invest too. Like instead of going into individual stocks, like the S&P 500, you can it can crash, but typically it's going to recover because it's a diversified. It's not just one company. stock that you buy, it's 500 different companies. So I feel a lot more comfortable at night putting more of my money into something like that. You know what I mean? But if you're just trying to like, but yeah, typically like when, and and that's the thing. It's like if you're in a good solid ETF like that, you got to like what I did was like when I was down quite a bit this year, no, last year, I just held it, and now I'm actually above, where my average cost was, kind of a thing. And I bought it damn near right at the top of that last crash too. I was like, okay, the market's gonna keep going, and then boom, crashed 40%. And I was down quite a bit, but I just held it, and then like within that last year, it even recovered. I mean, not saying that all recoveries are going to happen like that, but typically, what I've noticed in the market that we're in now, things move a lot quicker to the upside and a lot quicker to the downside. So a lot of those exaggerated upside moves get sold off, and a lot of those really fast downside moves get bought up quickly, especially considering the low interest rate market we're in now, and with the government just wanting to keep printing more and more money, there's going to be inflation, and my guess is a lot of it's going to go into asset prices and real estate. So I still think stocks and real estate are probably going to be doing pretty good. Only thing that could actually hurt real estate and stocks is if no, I mean we're going to be due for a nasty crash eventually at some point, but it could move another 1,000% before we get it. So if you're not, and it's one of those things, if we're not in it, and yeah, it crashed 50%, but it's already moved 1,000%, then, you know what I mean? Then okay, we're still up 500%. But yeah, dude, it's basically, honestly, bro, I'm gonna make a video about the day trading shit. It's literally just a video game, dude. If you're good at video games, you can be good at day trading. That's why I'm trying to talk to everybody. Like I went and visited Ann, because I know he's pretty good at video games. Yeah, I went down to Kansas City last weekend and hung out with him for a little bit. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. So like anybody, because now that anybody that's got any questions, you know what I mean, I'm willing to help them out and stuff. But it's like a video game, but there's a few things you got to know beforehand, and then just some things you got to learn through experience, and then you got to figure out, But if you like honestly, bro, like I just turned the day trading shit into the one video game I focused on, and that's it. You know what I mean? And then, once you figure it out good enough, then there's really no limit. Yeah, the cool thing about it is, okay, yeah, like with our jobs, we could, even if we became the plant manager or the CEO, we're still kind of limited on how much money we can make, right? But with the day trader, you're not really limited, but there is kind of a steep learning curve, but there's no limit, and it's basically just a video game. That's all it is. Yeah, dude. Exactly. It's just one video game with but money's on the line, kind of a thing. But yeah, dude. Maybe I could come over sometime one morning or something, or you can come over here. It don't matter. I got my laptop set up for it too. So yeah, it's definitely possible. You don't need like a ton of monitors or whatever. It's probably good to have at least one extra monitor, but you can still do it with one. Alright. Yeah, dude. I'm actually selling my place in a couple weeks. So I may be busy within the next couple weeks, but I'm probably gonna take some time off when I actually have to do the move or whatever. But oh no, it's no big deal. I'm gonna actually end up hiring movers because I pretty much got all the stuff um, broken down. You know what I mean? I just got to box a few more things up and then just, save my back, man. I don't want to fuck up our backs. You know what I mean? I know we're still in our 30s and shit, but yeah. So. But yeah, dude. Yeah, be cool to meet up again. And if you're interested, yeah, I can definitely show you what I know, no issue, and show you how to get started with it in a relatively risk-free manner. I mean, yeah, in order to do the day trading stuff, to do it the right way, you kind of need to spend a little bit of money on the right software. Because if you're not trading with the right software, you're basically putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. You need to be able to get in and out. Yeah, because if you're using like a regular broker like Robinhood or TD Ameritrade or whatever, they offer free commissions. So when they offer free commissions, what happens is you don't get filled at the right price, kind of a thing. So even if you put in a limit order to buy it at that price, a lot of times you won't even get filled on the trade unless it goes against you. So you're basically only getting filled on the bad day trades with those brokers. So it's like not even recommended to do it from a phone or anything like that. But yeah, definitely I would play in a simulated account, fake money for a long time until you kind of figured out the intricacies. Yeah. Yep. That's basically it. It's just like a video game, yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. I know we used to play a ton of video games together and shit, and I know anybody that is fucking a good gamer can basically day trade. It just takes time to learn it, a little bit longer than probably like a regular video game, but because it'll be different. But a lot of the ways it's kind of similar too. Well, I don't want to hold you up with your work and stuff, or unless you're good to talk more. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, so how's everything else been going? Okay. Cool. Yeah, pretty good. Everybody's doing pretty good, I would say. Little Eddie? Big, my dad. Oh yeah, he's doing pretty good. We got to take a stop over there and visit him soon. I think it was just Skylar's birthday. I think his daughter's birthday not too long ago. Can't remember. Maybe it's coming up. I think it's coming up. His wife. Yeah, it was her birthday. I think. Can't remember. I don't know. I know. No, that's what I do. I remember my birthday, but I forget like how old I am sometimes. I'm like, damn, I'm climbing up in these 30s now. It's just like climbing up still, It's once you get in like those 30s, it's hard to keep track of. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, you remember that? Oh yeah, that was crazy times. Imagine getting hit with like a water balloon egg. That would like not only just like suck because you get hit with an egg, but then it like you got smacked with an egg, not just hit with an egg, but like smacked with an egg. Oh. Yes, sir. Those were the days. Those were the days, eh? Yes, sir. That's what I think. I always think about it like from that perspective. I'm like, okay, at best, say third of the way through if I make it to 100, but I'm smoking, so it's probably cut another third of that. You know what I mean? So, uh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, probably, yeah, 70 to 80. Yeah, if I quit smoking, maybe longer. I don't know. Yes, sorry. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, she's doing pretty good. I think about going back down to Florida in like April during Easter or something. Yeah. Go visit my grandpa, my mom and stuff. A couple days each or something. Yeah, definitely. It'll be nice, like right as we start getting into springtime over here. Kind of get like a taste of something warmer. Yeah, and then like once they get that, then like okay, now it's gonna start getting like that over by us now. Yes, sir. Oh, nice. Yeah, at least yeah, maybe we could go do something too or something, or yeah, just chill even besides the trading stuff too. I do. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Sounds good to me. Hi, dude. Yeah. Maybe next weekend or the one after that or something. Probably chill for a little bit at least. All right, dude. Oh, this weekend, probably gonna be doing like packing. What I'll do is pack down my stuff for the move, and then just like what I'll start doing is just eating out the next couple of weeks, so I don't gotta use anything in the kitchen. And then just one thing I really have to do is move like maybe box up a few more things, move my electronics, and then kitchen stuff and bathroom stuff. Or no, I'll get the kitchen stuff packed up, so I don't gotta pack that later. And then basically yeah, pack stuff up and shit. All right, dude. Doc. Yeah, yeah, I got it. Hey, I don't want to bother, I don't want to bother anybody's time with moving crap. So, all right, dude. Talk to you. All right, see you. Bye. All right, just talking to my friend there. Trying to meet up with some of my friends I used to game with all the time. That told me they were interested in trading, so to help them get started with it in a risk-free way. Basically, trading in a simulated account until you're profitable. Best way to do it. Wow, but we did. Wow, see, I missed this ACIC. I was watching this one and read it. I could have bought it here at 13. Got that 75-cent move on it there. Reversed above VWAP. Even just getting to VWAP, or a little bit above at 13.50 was a solid play. See, do we got anything else here? Wafu. Maybe just call it quits on the day here. Like I missed, I'm probably not going to get any more moves here. That might have been it. This thing's just been beasting. Beastin'. This thing looks like it's bouncing off of the SNDL here. See what it wants to do. If it's going to make the move here. I'm going to call it quits. A lot of the movement has already occurred, and I made some money, so good. Call it a day. Tomorrow when I go into things, just got to remember the base hits, but don't be afraid to take a big base hit, but just got to remember base hits. You're up, just take the profit quickly. Take that solid trade. But when I get more in tune, like I did with this one here, I could have done, like I see a lot of these where I could have gotten in it again, after I sold it at VWAP, got back in at my entry again, you know what I mean? Like that's a solid level to buy at. That's why I bought it here initially. You can see it did, push above 150 even. Wow, so it got outside of the range I was anticipating, but we still got time here. This thing could just kind of sell back off to 150. Do it like that there. Well, yeah, this was a nice solid. This was probably my best trade for the day. Q2 happened right at the opening bell. Got that nice little spike there at the 142 and jumped in it to win it. Nice solid move there. Nice clean risk to reward. Well, actually, my risk to reward was here. I was saying that if it got below here, I was going to get out of it. And I got in here, so that's, yeah, 3 to 1. So I was risking about 60 bucks to make 150, but I took some more down here, so I didn't get as much. About more closer to 2 to 1, considering I took profit here. But still 2 to 1 solid. Nice little trade there.